Welcome to Bangla City SATV News. This is Nuri Alamin with the headlines. Government wants to maintain friendly relations with all countries towards the journey in socio-economic development, said Prime Minister. A writ petition with High Court seeks directive on government to allow BNP chairperson to go abroad for better treatment. Government decided to offer food and medical support as humanitarian aid to Afghanistan, said Foreign Secretary at OIC session in Islamabad. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said her government seeks to continue friendly relations with all countries. The Premier was addressing the conferment ceremony of Bangabandhu Medal for Diplomatic Excellence, joining it virtually from her official residence at Ganaphavam. Hasina said they want to keep intact friendly relations with all countries and march the country forward through the socio-economic advancement. She also expressed her belief that the award would encourage the Bangladeshi diplomats to be the best performers, discharging their duties with utmost professionalism from the places of their current assignment. The Prime Minister also said that they have solved maritime problems with India and Myanmar, keeping friendly relations with them. Her government had also resolved the land boundary problem with India by implementing Mujib Indira Agreement. President Abdul Hamid have had a dialogue with an 8-member Jatiya Party delegation about the Reconstitution of Election Commission. The meeting started around 4 p.m. at Bangla in the capital on Monday. The 8-member delegation includes Jatiya Party Chairman G.M. Kadir, Senior Co-Chairman Anisul Islam, Mahmoud Chowdhury, Co-Chairman ABM Ruhul Amin Hauladar, Secretary General Mujibul Haq Chunnu, Co-Chairman Qazi Firoz Rashid, Syed Abu Hussain Babla, Salma Islam and President Member Mushir Rahman Ranga. The head of the state will hold talks gradually with other political parties registered with the Election Commission ahead of the 12th Jatiya সংসদ polls. The President is also scheduled to talk with Jashod on Tuesday. Supreme Court lawyer Muhammad Yunus Ali Akhund today filed a writ petition with High Court seeking its directive on the government to allow BNP chairperson Khaleda Zia to go abroad for the better treatment. He submitted the petition as a public interest litigation to the office concerned of the High Court, saying that there is no legal bar to allow Khaleda Zia to go abroad for the better treatment on human ground under the Section 401(1) of the Code of the Criminal Procedure. Yunus Ali Akhund said he will place the writ petition before the High Court tomorrow for its hearing. The lowest temperature of the country this year was recorded at 7 degrees Celsius in Chuaranga today as a cold wave is sweeping the different parts of Bangladesh. Reports said the temperature may drop further. The chilly weather is disrupting normal life for the people in the district, and the poor people are the worst sufferers. The unusual cold weather is forcing people to stay indoors, causing sufferings to low-income people, including day laborers and rickshaw pullers. Many people are crowding stores of the warm clothes and quilt to protect themselves from the cold. Poor people are seen lighting fire with straw and 3 leaves to fight the shivering cold in the morning. Bangladesh has announced humanitarian aid package that includes food and medical assistance for Afghan people. Foreign Secretary Masood bin Momen revealed the information during the 17th Extraordinary Council of the Foreign Ministers of the OIC on Afghanistan. During the council meeting, Masood expressed deep concern on economic and humanitarian crisis looming on the larger part of Afghanistan. Population due to the acute shortage of food, shelter and the social services, which may further be worse as winter approaches. While appreciating the OIC for the convening this extraordinary council, he urged the leaders to intensify cooperation within the beyond OIC and support to the Afghan people. At the meeting, OIC delegates said they would work to unlock the financial and banking channels to resume liquidity and flow to the financial and the humanitarian assistance. Viewers, we are taking a short break. Stay with Bangla City SATV News. Welcome back, and you are watching Bangla City SATV News. At least 208 people were killed and 52 were missing after the latest disaster to hit the archipelago, with hundreds more injured after the storm ravaged southern and central regions of the Philippines. Meanwhile, 3 lakh people fled their homes and bridge front resolved as rise slammed into the country on Thursday as the super typhoon. Provincial governor said one of the hardest hit islands was Bohol, where at least 74 people have been died. 52 people are missing and hundreds are injured. Desperate survivors pleaded for the urgent supplies of drinking water and food as well. A Myanmar junta court postponed giving its verdict in Aung San Suu Kyi trial for its illegally importing and processing walkie-talkies. The Nobel laureate has been detained since the general staged a coup against her government on February 1st, ending the Southeast Asian country's belief period of democracy. Reports said Suu Kyi was due to hear the verdict on charges she illegally imported and processed walkie-talkies, but the judge adjourned the case until December 27 without explanation. However, earlier this month, she was jailed for the 4 years of the incitement against the military and breaching COVID restrictions, in a ruling that was widely condemned by the international community. Meanwhile, international media reports that the Myanmar military carried out a series of mass killing of civilians in July that resulted in the deaths of at least 40 people. Video footage and images from the incident appears to show most of those killed were tortured first and buried in the shallow graves. The killing took place in July month in the 4 separate incidents in the Kani township, an opposition stronghold in the central Myanmar. The killings appeared to be the collective punishment for attracts the military of the civilian militia group in the area who are demanding that democracy is restored. Christmas travel will increase the spread of the Omicron COVID-19 variant even among the fully vaccinated, says the top U.S. infectious disease expert Dr. Anthony Fauci. He advised the variant was now racing through the world. Countries are tightening measures as the heavily mutated variant spreads. In Europe, France and Germany are among those issued travel restrictions, and the Netherlands has imposed a strict lockdown over the Christmas. Government are also ramping up their COVID booster vaccination programs after researchers said the additional shot could provide around 85% protections against the severe illness. Armed cattle thieves killed 38 people on yesterday in the 3 separate attacks in northern Nigeria's Kunoda state, said the officials. The Internal Affairs Commissioners for the Kaduna state said the assailant stormed the villages of the Koran Fawa, Marki and the Rihaya in the Giwa district. Houses, trucks and cars were also burned, along with the agricultural procedure at various farms. In a statement on Sunday evening, the President Muhammadul Buhari condemned the gruesome nature of the latest killings. So far, 29 of the victims have been identified. The Enforcement Directorate has summoned actor Aishwarya Rai Bachchan for questioning in a case linked to the 2016 Panama Papers global tax leak case. Aishwarya Rai Bachchan has been asked to depose before the agency in Delhi. The ED has been probing the case since the 2016 when the global leaks came to the light. It later issued notices to the Bachchan family asking them to explain their foreign remittances since the 2004 under the liberalized remittance scheme of the RBI. The restrictions of the Corona protocol have been lifted as Coach, Herath and others tested Corona negative. The restrictions on the Corona protocol have been lifted as Coach, Herath and other tested Corona negative. The Bangladesh team has no obstacle to practice under the open sky from December 21st. Team Director Khalid Mohammad Sujan gave this good news in a video message today. In the video message, Sujan said, yesterday they all had another Corona test. Everyone is negative, so there is no more hassle. From tomorrow, they will start their practice session. Bangladesh will play 2 test matches on the tour as part of the Test Championship. The first tests will begin on the New Year's Day at the Bay Oval in the Mount Manguni. Before ending, we'll go through Bangla City SATV News headlines again. Government wants to maintain friendly relations with all countries towards the journey in socio-economic development, said Prime Minister. A writ petition with High Court seeks directive on government to allow BNP chairperson to go abroad for the better treatment. Government decided to offer food and medical support as humanitarian aid to Afghanistan, said Foreign Secretary at OIC session in Islamabad. You are up to date with the Bangla City SATV News, and to know the latest news, visit www.satv.tv. Stay with SATV.